fight against childhood obesity on Triad today. Hello everyone, I'm Jim Longworth and welcome to another edition of Triad Today. Coming up later, our infamous roundtable gets together, and so stay tuned for the controversy. But between now and then, some great guests and important information coming your way. We'll visit with, for the first time on this show, the CEO, President of the High Point Chamber of Commerce and Business, High Point. We'll check in and see what good works that the Richard Petty's Family Foundation is up to. And we'll tell you about a summer camp that's being started by Randolph Community College. That and much more. But first, we turn our attention to keeping our children healthy, especially with an emphasis on fighting childhood obesity and other things. We do it with three very great public servants. Lori Bates, our director, let's see, on my immediate right, our good friend. David Daggett, of course, who's an attorney with Daggett Shuler. Next to him, our good friend, Dr. Joseph Skelton, pediatric gastroenterologist and director of the Brenner Fit team at Brenner Children's Hospital. He's been here on the program many years ago. We're glad to have him back. And bringing up the rear, and I always say I mean that affectionately, Griff Shuler, attorney with Daggett Shuler. And gentlemen, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Jim.
And you said I could call you Joey, is that
sure.
right?
That's what everyone else does.
For folks at home, I just want you to know that David and Griff have asked me to call them Mr. Daggett and Mr. Shuler. Joey, what, before we get into the discussion very quickly, what does FIT stand for?
So FIT stands for Families in Training, because when it comes to raising healthy children, it's all about the family. The biggest impact on a child's life, on their health, on their development is going to be the family. And so we think about, as David will tell you, it's about training. It's about always trying to do better, become healthier. And so that's what we called it, Families in Training.
Keep your game, head in the game and really focus on what you're trying to do with keeping fit. Now, who comprises the Brenner Fit team? I don't need a list of names necessarily, but what kind of?
Yeah, well, it's definitely a team effort, because when it comes to living a healthy life, it's a complex issue. It's not just about exercise. It's not just about nutrition. It's about communication. It's about family. So we have family counselors. We have dietitians. We have she always says she has the best job in the world. We have an exercise activity and play specialist. Her job is to get families to play active games together and have fun.
That's important. Now, how prevalent is childhood obesity, just to get a reference point?
About a third of children in the U.S. have some problem with their weight. Either they're already what you would say is the category of obese when it begins to affect their health, or they're overweight, which is where they're sort of at risk of becoming obese. So it's about a third of kids. And if you look at 2/3 of adults have a problem with their weight, it's only going to get worse as we get older. I mean, we know we sort of fight that. And so right now it's almost like a ticking time bomb with how many kids have a problem with their weight.
David, how important is Joey's work and his team's work to the community?
Well, it's critical to our community and to all communities. In fact, I don't have permission to call him Joey, so I call him Dr. Skelton. But we've crossed paths in the community over the years in projects in the community that are of our mutual interest, which led to a friendship, which led to Griff and me taking our whole office over to the Brenner Fit test kitchen and letting his team put on a demonstration for our entire office.
And we got to meet his dietitians, got to see a cooking class, an interactive cooking class, and really see what they do with the actual families.
Right.
It was really cool to see that firsthand.
Very instructive and very important in this leadership by example through the family and getting everybody involved.
Right.
Is so impressive, and is a critical asset to the program.
And David and Griff, not to take this point too far, but I mean, you guys see a lot of hurt and injury in your life and sickness, and a lot of this is not preventable. It's nobody's fault. And yet, something like obesity and some of these issues that Joey's working with, it is preventable. So that's got to mean something to you as far as supporting this.
Yeah, and obviously the type of idea of prevention is not something that is foreign for David and me. Obviously, our Safe Sober Prom Night program is something that is preventative. And so sometimes preventative type things, it doesn't sound splashy. Sometimes people wonder if it really works, but like this program here with the Brenner Fit, it's so important for folks that are in need to be able to get the big picture and learn how to be well-rounded.
You want to wrap it up for us?
Well, I also think that we're very, very fortunate to have a resource like this in our community. Dr. Skelton is one of the foremost experts in the United States.
Right.
Has put together a team with the support through Brenner Children's Hospital, and it's very impressive, important for our community.
Joey, as I have up on screen the website, tell us very quickly how people can get involved. It's brennerchildrens.org /pediatric-obesity. Is that a good way to?
Yeah, or BrennerTrails.org/BrennerFit. You can also go to YouTube. We now have our own YouTube channel.
That's great.
We have about 24 videos anywhere to how to talk to your kids, to quick and easy recipes. They're making me film one about one of my favorite recipes that I cook in the
And
kitchen.
what is that?
It's a secret. You got to come to the class.
But Brenner Fit.
Brenner Fit.
Yeah, search that, and there's all sorts of
Brenner
resources.
Fit on the YouTube thing, and also up on screen, DaggettShulerLaw.com for information about what David and Griff can do for you and help people. And I just appreciate you guys bringing Dr. Skelton over here and sharing that message with us.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Jim.
everything. We'll be right back after this.